Hey, apologies. I was like, I sound kind of quiet because it's got a little in-ear backup, and I'm like, why do I sound? Why do I feel like I'm talking into a sock? And I realized, yeah, the mic is muted. Hello, Kick, hello, Twitch, hello, YouTube. Hope you're all having a good one. So, yes, apologies for the technical difficulties. So, yeah, today is the day I have decided we are going to convert this build over to hammers, but we are going to play a little Void Cleave first. I think the main reason why is because I got a really nice... I mean, this isn't max like the one on my Paladin, but this was a good blessing. And I was like, oh, let's keep that. And then we got a good critical strike avoidance blessing, increased armor, body armor drop rate. Who cares about that? The only thing we'd have to really change out is this one. Chance to shred fire resistance on hit, but we can make that work. Why is it so loud? Let's turn that down. Apologies if... anybody was getting hit with some loud noises. Okay, so... oh yeah, we should probably change this one out as well. But let's finish what we were doing yesterday. We were working on the Stolen Lance timeline. I think we're getting pretty close to completing it. So maybe in about an hour we'll start the conversion. Start the conversion rate. One thing that got me excited is I was looking at the particular skills every class gets. I'm like, yeah, these are looking pretty juicy for throwing, at least on this dude. Okay, 123 mana. All right. I'm like, why is he not moving? Oh yeah, I accidentally awakened this guy. I think we got him though. Vortex Pennant. Well, we are not going to be running a Warpath build on this guy. Talk about an idol that's confusing. Chance to stun with throwing attacks. Chance to shred armor on melee hit. I'm sure there's probably something out there. Okay. Reins. You can always use plenty of reins. I guess the one thing I'm slightly worried about with the Forge Guard is I developed that Paladin build, that Hammerden build while on Paladin. And Paladin can lean a lot on Holy Aura. I might have to use Omnis with this guy just to try and make up for some of my resistances. All right. Oh, here we go. You know, I should try out before we switch over. I should try out Smelter's Wrath. All right, so let's despecialize that. Let's get Smelter's Wrath in there, and let's take a look at the Smelter's Wrath tree. This is melee, right? Oh, so it will scale. Smelter's Wrath deals more damage. Now let's try this. Let's try Smelter's Wrath. I mean, it seems completely contrary to everything we've been doing. So far, not blowing my skirt up, but I mean, it is only. We only got 12 ranks in it. Yeah, Smelter's Wrath is just obviously it doesn't fit with this build. It would probably have to be its own contained skill. It's kind of awkward. Charge and do damage. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, let's see how well it works. I think moves that require you to just stand there while it charges, like while cool, just don't feel very good when you're running monoliths. Usually like to deal damage and keep moving, right? Let me just stand here and... Yeah, okay. I mean, there's some hits. And I know you could take stuff on your gear that... Okay, yeah, yeah, it does damage for sure. Dude, that new node we took, I could so feel it. I'm not just getting instantly boinked by poison damage and stuff, by the dots. Okay, I think my main criticism of Smelter's Wrath has got to be it takes so long to get to. 40 points in the Forge Guard tree. I mean, if you want to make any sort of build in a... You're going to have to invest a ton into the Forge Guard tree. Okay, well, now we're maxed out on it. Okay, cool. We just went damage, guarantee crits, bam. That's fire damage over time. That's a chance to shred armor. So you can actually charge it to increase your armor and endurance. That makes sense. Sure. Let's just fight the boss right now. I think I could take him even without Forge Strike. Okay. Well, you weren't on. Hey, what up, Merkware? How's it going? Merkware over on Twitch. How you doing today, brother? What you up to, man? I'm trying out Smelter's Wrath real quick. I can see why people like this. Just put brownies in the oven. Nom nom. Yeah, that's right. It's kind of weird. I don't like the fact you got to charge it up, but obviously it doesn't suit my build though. Rune Master runs. I mean, we were talking about that yesterday. Rune Master, even with subpar gear, is gonna be just insanely strong still. Oh, what are they gonna be making changes? Come on, Dish. What were the devs saying? They hinted. Seems they will be mostly buffing the other runic invocation skills rather than nerfing all the good ones. Okay, so what would be an example of a bad runic invocation skill right now? Because when I was playing, it really seemed like Hydrahedron was the way to go. You know, the little crystal. Almost all of them. Hydrahedron's got to be like one of the good ones, right? Yeah. Because when I was playing Rune Master and people were jumping in and giving me tips, man, everybody kept saying, quit doing these other skills, do Hydrahedron. And maybe that's why I got kind of bored with it, because, I mean, with all these combos, here I was just constantly casting Hydrahedron over and over again. I also had a +3 LP. Hydra is good. Plasma Orb is good. I gotcha. Is Plasma Orb like the key skill for the disco ball? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I kind of want to delve into the rabbit hole that is Rune Master now. Yeah. I liked there was one that I thought was really good. It like fired down a whole bunch of, it was like fire or lightning or something like that. Kind of looked like a another Rune of Creation. Is that what it is? It looked like a barrage. Looked like a barrage of just like whatever was just landing on the enemy. Yeah, I don't know how meta it was, but it seemed cool. Okay, so one good thing about Smelter's Wrath, I will say, you can make it a guaranteed crit if you full charge it. Fire, lightning combo. I'm trying to remember what the combo was. Oh, maybe this is why we're doing good damage. That looks like a good node. Right. It's kind of iffy. Not as simple as just looking at the tooltip. Yeah, like a lot of other classes, you can just look at the tooltip. There we go. 2 nodes. Yes. If you're part of the LE Discord, they got a bunch of info and news. Oh, okay. I'll have to check out the Discord. I didn't get an alert. Oh, well, no. I wouldn't have gotten an alert unless they tagged everybody. Said, everyone, read this. There's nothing new other than launch time. Okay. Somebody in the world chat was saying the LE Discord. That's probably what they meant then. Yeah, there's some new news. Go read it. We're launching. Yeah. You got it, Merkware. Oh, he's hiding in the bodies. Oh, good. We'll go over, and we can get amulets afterwards. Okay, I want to check something. I'm not going to say I'm going to do this. Okay, we also have a red ring if we need to use it for this hammer build. So this comes with an implicit 100% increased physical damage. Chance to apply Doom on hit, which, if I remember correctly, deals massive void damage over time. Increases melee damage taken. Increase melee damage, increase leech rate. Oh, that's... Oh, you know what? That's probably why... Yeah. That increased the leech rate. It's probably why, like, my Void Knight, whenever I like hit something and I leech off of it, I just like heal back super fast. Okay, you know what? I was knocking Smelter's Wrath. We're doing a fair amount of damage with it. I'm not gonna lie, we are doing a fair amount of damage. Maybe I was judging Smelter's Wrath a little too harshly. Dude, so Merkware, let me show you something. No, that's not it. Not it. Dude, check out this beauty right here, bro. That is a nearly max tier 7 critical strike multiplier. This is the axe that I use on my Void Knight for Void Cleave erasing strike. Because you use Void Cleave, your next erasing strike becomes a guaranteed crit, so you don't need to stack all this crit, right? So I just stack critical strike multiplier, bro. That's probably gotta be one of my most successful builds, for sure. Like this multi-strike, this Void Cleave multi-strike, it's a lot of fun. I've done a ton of damage, but the amount of damage compared to what I've done with Void Cleave erasing strike on Void Knight, bro, this thing is insane, man. Okay, you know what? Now I want to try it. I want to try. Okay, Shroud of Obscurity, whatever. Let's try. Like we're basically gonna be throwing the Void Cleave build out the door with this, but let's try with Apathies, because when we fully charge this, it's a guaranteed. It's a guaranteed critical strike. And so then we'll get like some extra goodies out of here, like 69% increased melee damage, 52% leech rate, that's cool, 101 melee damage, nice, 87% increased physical, Smelter's Wrath ironically scales with both physical and fire. And since it's a channeled skill, I mean, we could probably grab like some pretty cool. I'm not altering everything. I mean, I might have to go back and do like an updated, like I might have to go back and do like a straight up Smelter's Wrath build, but oh yeah. Oh my word. Okay. I mean, is this bad? This is bad, right? Oh no. We're doing almost as much damage with this Apathy's Maw as we were with the Barniche with the bleed and everything on it. With Void Cleave. Well, actually, no, we're not, because we're not using Forge Strike, which really supported, jeez. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here. Goodbye. You know what? I don't like you. Bye. Say goodbye. You're getting it from the front and the back. Okay. I got this harebrained idea, Merc, where what if I did a throwing build with this axe, a two-handed axe? I know that's heresy. That sounds awful. I know. I know. It sounds 100% awful. Like, so you can do extra damage with a shield, right? You can do extra throwing damage. Oh, this is melee damage with a two-handed. Never mind. This is melee only. Yeah. But I was looking at this tree right here. I would have to put 1 point into this to get dexterity. But then increase throwing critical strike chance and throwing attack critical strike modifier. I'd still take this node because this node's just too freaking good, man. 15% less damage taken over time. We could put 1 point here, but we might I would probably still take this. This is a meaty node. Yeah, we would be missing out on this. Is there any throw and attack things in here? Or throwing void damage? Throwing void damage. Melee void damage. We wouldn't use this at all. Maybe 10 points here. Increase physical damage, sorrow and steel. Yeah, it already sounds like just a one-handed is already your best bet. I was just thinking with this axe though, since we already have 153% critical strike multiplier, and it comes with, you know, 89% increased physical damage as an implicit, but then we lose out on all the other goodies. Everything. Yeah, half the mods are dead. Yeah, for sure, for sure. You're not wrong. No, it's more than half. Yeah, like, okay, so on this, melee damage, dead. Increased physical damage, we could use that. Increased median physical damage, well, that's dead regardless with any build we're running with this, so that's gone. Critical strike multiplier, chance to shred armor on hit. Those are good. Melee void damage, gone. 100% chance to apply doom on hit. Doom does nothing for us with the throwing damage. It does nothing for us. Increased doom duration. Void penetration with doom. That only applies to the damage over time. Yeah, doom is dead. Increased melee damage, dead. Increased leech rate. We could use that. Yeah, more than half. And 87% increased physical damage, assuming we went with a leech rate and I guess the physical damage. Because it doesn't say melee, it just says increased physical damage. It's something. And then we'd be stuck with the terrible, terrible attack speed. Which with the builds I run with this, we don't need attack speed. They're all about the boom, right?
Stand down or die.
Oh yeah, I agree. I agree. It was a thought. Or just throwing in general, yeah. I wish they had dedicated attack weapons that gave like some sort of implicit throwing damage. Because right now your weapon just feels like a stat stick, you know? Yeah. Like there's a decent amount in here, but I feel like it's always fallen flat with the throwing. I mean, you got plenty of good support you got plenty of good support with what is it, the bow builds. You got actual bows, you got actual arrows. What if they had like javelins or something like that in the game? Get rid of that. Oh, 40k crit. Oh, 50k. All right, yo, I was definitely bagging on Smelter's Wrath too hard. This is with the right setup. This is actually not that bad. Since you can guarantee a crit, man, you just hold down the button. Not gonna happen, man. Well, no, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen, but random gear just getting into empowered monos, I crit 150k. Yeah, but weren't you telling me like the survivability on it was like trash? Or is it better now? Did you figure out something? Oh, it's squishy, yeah. Well, whether I like it or not, I feel like maybe I've niched myself down too much. I've niched myself down to a game, Last Epoch, and then within Last Epoch, I've niched myself down into Sentinel. I've gone into other streams, and they're like, oh yeah, you're the Sentinel guy, right? Well, it's definitely weird when I'm playing something that's not Sentinel, for sure. So, saying that, maybe I should try Spellblade to show I can play other classes. I mean, I have played other classes, but every time I've played another class, guess what? After a week, maybe 2 weeks, guess what I'm doing? I'm back on Sentinel. Nothing wrong with finding something you enjoy. Yeah. I just really enjoy Sentinel. I know it's not the best class in the game. It's kind of where I'm falling now. I just enjoy it. Yeah, for sure. You like what you like. I think I also kind of like the challenge of Sentinel. Like, Sentinel is one of those classes that I feel like it's really easy to get on and feel powerful for a while. And then you start to discover some of the problems it has. Because even getting into empowered monoliths, I feel like Sentinel is pretty strong, but then you start to want to get close to that 200 corruption. And that's where, you know, some of the ugly warts of Sentinel sticks its face out, you know? And then you got to start having to manage it. Oh, yeah. No. Like, the cleanest run I've ever had has been Sentinels. Class that's supposed to be the tank is the least tanky class. Yeah, I hate to admit it. I begrudgingly admit it. For sure. Sentinel has problems. Welcome back, Reefer. Well, and I think Merkware and I were having a good discussion about this yesterday. Even though I was being a little emotional about it. I mean, you're right. Maybe volatile. Why Sentinel not tanky? How's it going, resonating? Sentinel is very tanking. Sentinel is very tanky in traditional methods. The main problem that happens with Sentinel, for Sentinel, it's super easy for Sentinel to stack armor. It's so easy for Sentinel to stack armor. They're easily the most armor stacking class in the game, which is good, right? Armor is a huge amount of damage reduction. And it even applies to like your elemental and stuff. So you feel really strong, but the moment you get hit by one dot, and when I mean dot, damage over time, you get poisoned or you get armor shredded, it all just starts to fall away. And it's a bit unfortunate. And one of the most effective ways to deal with some of this stuff in the game is a mechanic in the game called Ward. And Ward is not the easiest to make very effective on Sentinel. It's actually difficult. I'm not saying you can't do it. There's probably somebody out there who made an amazing Ward build, but here's the thing. They probably had to optimize and min-max the absolute ever-living shit out of it. And then on top of it, Sentinel in their skill tree does not have a lot of damage reduction nodes. Here's the main one. Here's the main one everybody uses. Armor Clad. You take 10% less damage from nearby enemies. Has anybody ever played a Sentinel before where you got hit by a whole bunch of ranged attacks all at once? It's I mean, it's not impossible, but at that point you don't really have a lot of damage reduction, especially if those are elemental ranged attacks. Then your armor's not as effective. Now, Forge Guard does have 15% less damage taken over time, or less damage over time taken. This is like, I haven't found this on the other ones. Right. So I consider it a challenge for sure. I love Sentinel, favorite class in the game. Absolutely love it. I'm not going to be all like, oh, this is the least tankiest class, I'm going to jump ship. No, I'm going to stay here. I love this class. I love Sentinel for sure. Hey, welcome back, Merkware. Yeah, resonating. I love this class for sure. I like the challenge, especially early on. Sentinel's extremely strong because they stack that armor so well. Okay, back. So it's for the game as all. I just love Sentinel. What makes Word ideal for dealing with dots? Isn't it just equal to HP? It is equal to HP, except you can regenerate it back a lot faster. There's a lot of different ways. Yeah. I mean, I know you're over there on YouTube resonating, but Merkware over here on Twitch is saying the least tanky class in the game, as we like to say, you know, the Sentinel has done over 1k corruption. It took more work. It took more elbow grease than some other classes. It's also like, for me, Sentinel is just super fun. I love all the abilities. They do have one really good tank maneuver. It's just, they have an ability called Rebuke. I don't know if there's any other ability in the game where you take 80% less damage, but here's the problem with Rebuke. It's like the overshield from Halo 3. If you ever played Halo 3, you throw it down and inside the bubble you're safe, right? Well, this is more restrictive than that. You have to hold the button down. You can't move, you can't attack, and you take 80% less damage. Yeah, Rebuke is probably the strongest defensive skill in the entire game. So I feel like I don't know if it's the developers thinking, well, since we gave the strongest defensive ability in the game to Sentinels, that we don't give as much damage reduction. It almost feels like at the very high end you have to take Rebuke, but it's kind of a feels bad because you can't attack, you can't move, you have to stand there and hold the button down. And what's going to happen after Rebuke goes away? It doesn't do a ton of damage. The enemies are still going to be there. The main thing it's used for is when you're going up against like bosses, or if you're in the arena and you see a huge amount of like damage that's about to hit you and you hold Rebuke, it feels good, but the enemies are still going to be there. If you're getting spammed, holding Rebuke is just delaying the inevitable if you're playing solo. If you're playing in a group, this is where Sentinel really starts to shine. It sparked a really interesting conversation yesterday, because Sentinel can be probably one of the best, if not the best, supporting classes. With Volatile Reversal, this ability right here, you activate this, you run up to the enemy, you activate this, you snap back to where you were 2 seconds ago. That enemy now takes 30% more damage. On top of it, you then activate your Rebuke and you hold yourself there. You're now taking less damage, especially if you are a tank. It's the best if you don't consider Snap Freeze Mage. Okay, for sure. Yeah, you freeze the enemy. I mean, they can't hurt you. I'm sure there's more to it than that. I haven't played Snap Freeze Mage, so I can't speak to that. By no means would I want to ever dissuade anybody. Yeah, enemies literally can't do damage, but no, that's not it. It's just permafreeze everything. Yeah. I don't want to dissuade anybody. Sentinel is was the first class I played, is my alt character now. My primary is my Necromancer. You love your Necromancer. Let's go Spox over on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. I honestly think Sentinel should probably be your first class. Like, if you haven't played the game before, there's a lot of iconic abilities that Sentinels have access to. They have access to hammers. They have access to Warpath, which if you've ever played Diablo, that is Whirlwind. You got good abilities like Rive. You can do Void Cleave. They have access to Volatile Reversal, arguably the best Sentinel ability in the game, you know? Run up to an enemy, activate it, and just nope the hell out of there. Oh, by the way, that enemy now takes 30% more damage for 4 seconds. You have access to Holy Aura if you're playing Paladin. Holy Aura is gotta be, in my opinion, top 5 ability. It's gotta be in the top 5 or top 10. So I'm gonna say top 10, if not top 5 best ability in the game. In my opinion, this thing is loaded. All right, Holy Aura is gotta be one of the best. I'm not gonna say the best, but one of the best abilities. You do 30% increased damage, and you take and you get 15% elemental resistances right off the bat. No points in it. Holy Aura, and it applies to you and your allies if they're nearby. Then you can spec into it. You can give yourself even more elemental resistances. You can go up here and you can grab this node, which when activated, your stash is filled with Sentinel base gear. Yeah, for sure. You go up to here and you grab Purification. You activate this ability, you now cleanse all the ailments. So, you know those dots I was talking about? Assuming that you don't get hit by a ton and just instantly die, you can cleanse them with Purification. You can buff your physical damage. You can buff your crit chance, your crit multiplier. You can buff your throwing attacks, throwing attack speed, cast speed, and this applies to you and your allies. Fantastic skill. My ult will be Pimp as of Void Knight. So yeah. Yeah, I would say ironically, one of the tankiest classes in the game right now is probably Mage, because they can stack Ward very easily. Super easy. And Ward is just a mechanic that needs to be relooked at again. Now, I'm not going to cause any trouble and say Ward needs to be nerfed, but Rune Master specifically, for sure. It's just you can regenerate Ward so fast. And there's a lot of good uniques in the game that help, like, you know, Ward retention needs to be nerfed. Okay, I can see that. I remember I had my first class paladin. I made a hammered in. It's what lets you stack it so high for sure. So I had a hammered in, a very good hammered in, and I struggled against a T4 mountain boss, right? The boss at the end of the dungeon. I struggled. I could kill him, but I struggled. I then made a necromancer and I gave him this item right here. Well, her technically. Heart. I know I got a couple in here. Was it twisted? Yeah. I gave her this item, the Twisted Heart of Ukaros. 10% of current health converted to ward. So I use this item on her, and I was doing the golem build, and literally all I would do is I would spam it's been nerfed at least. Could have fooled me. So I use this item right here and I spammed Rip Blood on my golem, because you can spec it to where you can attack your golem, and then your golem, with the items I had, he was near invincible. This guy almost never died. And so I would spam it on him, and I'd be stacking my ward like 5,000-6,000. You know how hard it is to get 5,000-6,000 health? Depends on the class you're playing. If you're playing Druid, it's a little bit easier, but like 6,000 health, like, that's kind of insane. And here I was just sitting there, just super generating ward out the ass, and I went back and I fought that boss with like subpar gear. I had this Twisted Heart here, and I went and fought that boss with a bunch of rares, a few exalteds, and this item. Killed him. I mean, it didn't matter. He couldn't kill me. And so I had this hammered in that I'd spent a ton of time on, and I could kill the boss, but it was rough. And then I just played this sort of like cobbled together necromancer that just totally took that guy to town. So Spox, what kind of what kind of build are you running on your Void Knight? To 82k crit. He's not quite a Void Knight. Leveling up. Oh, you're gonna grab Void Knight when you get there. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I've been mostly playing your Necro Sentinels, your alternate class right now. Echo's a pure summoner build. That's good. I feel like Necromancer should. A Necromancer that doesn't do any summoning doesn't really feel like a Necromancer, you know? I'm not knocking it, you know, for sure. If somebody can, my favorite way to play with a pet class, yeah. Okay, I think I'm ready to convert this guy over. Let me remove this real quick. Let me go make a build planner for this dude. Let's go over to last Epoch tools. There it is. Build planner, import, account name. Here it is. Add to my builds. Done. All right, time to convert this guy over to hammers. So in order to do that, we're gonna have to, hey, let's make a tab under Paladin. Purchase a new tab. We're gonna rename this one Forge Guard. Give him a belt and make him purple. All this fun stuff in there. And then we're just gonna throw all this random crap in there. Not exit the desktop. Exit to the character selection screen. So what we're going to do with this guy is my Paladin, who is spec for hammers. Should go hardcore with that Necro. It should do pretty good. Yeah, for sure. So what we're trying to do is we're going to do a hammer build on Forge Guard. We're gonna just buy a new tab because you know what, your boy's got a lot of gold. Give it that. Do we got a hammer, a nice little hammer looking, or whatever? We'll give it an axe. Does he have anything useful here? No. Okay, let's put that over there. You never know, right? Have you tried shield throw manifest armor? I have not. I have not. I know it's good. I've seen it on the leaderboards. What do you think, Merkware? Have you tried it out? I know you take the shield throw and you hit your dude with it. Or at least from what I've seen, you hit your dude with it. You haven't played it. Alright. Actually, what am I doing? Let's go back to this Forge Guard one. Let's look. Health. Let's take Omnis. We're probably gonna need that. Let's take that for now. No, let's put that back. Okay. Let's see what we're gonna be at. Do we just have straight up health increases? I think. Health idols. I got a lot of crit strike idols. Wonder what I did with them. I had a whole bunch of these health idols. Let's just do that. It's not that big of a deal. We're gonna go back to Paladin. Go to Forge Guard, grab these boots. We're probably going to end up using Omnis, so... Forge Guard abilities. May or may not use this. Okay, as it stands right now, we got everything except for... We have all of our resistances except for necrotic, which we can deal with that. There are ways around it. We're also going to be missing our... Let's see, what kind of helmet do we have? We did have critical strike avoidance with that, so we might have to take that. Now, what's our armor at? 73%. Nice. Okay, now let's just go do a complete overhaul of everything. I want a nice clean slate. Oh, Avatar War. Okay, what out of this would I take? Would I take this? Possibly. Possibly. All right. All right, well, we got 95 points left. We'll take 1 point there. Okay, that looks good to me. What are we lacking here? We're lacking a little bit on our cold. Our cold resistance. Let's take 8 points there. Take 4 points. We could pick up necrotic resistance right there. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay, cool. That looks good. 20 points. We don't need this. We might go. We might not go Void Knight at all, just because we already have all of our resistances set. Now, if I remove this, what do we lose? Too much. Now let's go into the fun stuff. Full 10 points here might be a little... No. Okay. We can do that. I don't want to get into this because it make my mana too high. Bam! There we go. That's clean. So what's our health looking like? Pitiful. Alright, well, we're going to keep lunge. We're going to... Oh, well, we're going to take hammer. I'm not taking Sigils of Hope. You know what? Let's take Shield Throw for the hell of it. There's a node that I want to take on there, and then... I mean, I guess we could take Sigils as well. Yeah, I guess we could take Sigils as well. Alright. Okay. Okay, how do I want to do this? 1 point. I was like, what? We got 1 point left. Yeah, let's take that. Let's just do this nice simple. We'll leave this essentially the same. We'll leave lunge essentially the same as well. Okay, well, we're going to be missing out on that. What would I say the most OP class is right now? Probably Rune Master. What up, the Noobler over on YouTube? I'm on Void Knight, loving it. Might stay on it for 1.0. Void Knight's hella fun, Noobler. Void Knight's hella fun. I love Void Knight. Oh, because I didn't put 5 points into... Oh, shit. Okay, well, I need volatile reversal. I need volatile reversal. Yeah, Void Knight's hella fun. I loved it. I did a Void Cleave Racing Strike. It's a great class. Got Lazy Devouring Orb, anomaly build that uses a Racing Strike Void Cleave. Yeah, a Racing Strike Void Cleave is absolutely insane. Good mix of AoE. Yeah, dude. I think at like 500 corruption or 492 corruption, I was hitting Orbis for over 500k in a racing strike. It was absolutely nuts. Now I had really good gear, but it was absolutely it was nuts. Okay, well, I don't need 5 points here. So what we got? Okay, so let's put one more point back into that. Okay. We could put 2 points right here. Let's say finish this out and then put some points right there in Guardian. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Oh yeah, I'm missing sigils. Okay, let's go back over here because I already know what to expect. All right, well, we are trying a hammer build on Forge Guard. That one build we had going on was getting kind of spicy. That one Void Cleave multi-strike build. Oof. Ooh. Oh. Critical strike multiplier. Yeah. Melee attack speed. I'll take it just because. All right, you're convinced enough to start a Rune Master? Go for it, man. Seven points. Okay, how do I want to do this? Do I want to go Mana Starved? Let's try a Mana Starved run. Let's try a Mana Starved run. Let's do that. Let's see what we get. Let's try that. Let's do that. Okay, well, we got a few more points to play around with. If I put 2 points here, I can get into mana efficiency, efficacy. Let's not do that. Let's do the endurance threshold. All right. Might do mage run just to unlock the mastery. I got you. Oh, how much is this supposed to cost? So what are we looking at defensively? Defensively, we got endurance. We only got 66% critical. Strike avoidance, which sucks. I could use that, but we'd be losing out a ton of stuff. We got a decent amount of throwing attack speed, so we can go. Oh, let's go weighted hammers. These can end up doing a ton of extra damage. What's our block chance? 95%. Let's go. Let's go with that. This is pretty much Volka's Nova Hammered in build. Okay, so we can get some extra armor there. Let's do the mana cost. Minus 16. No mana cost. Okay, haste. Do I really need these? That haste could be really nice. Right. Let's do that. We can do one more somewhere else. Let's do it right there. Okay. Okay. That's actually kind of fun, not gonna lie. The shield throw is actually kind of crazy. Okay. So this is 9, but as we stand here, what does it go down to? 3? Okay, I could deal with that, and then this is just 0. Okay. Alright, let's go fight the boss here. Let's go fight Formosus. Okay. One-handed axe drop rate. We want that. Okay. Probably pick up stun chance right there. The max we can get on this is 100. Is 70% on that. That gaming doc. Thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Okay, yeah, the hammer there is fine. We got to get rid of that fire shred. That shred fire resistance. Okay, so we are stepping up the corruption just a little bit. Greetings and salutations. Been lurky, busy day. All right, now real lurk mode. Catch you later, bro. Appreciate the lurk, bro. Okay, well, so far at this corruption, it seems fine. And it's allowing us to take advantage of this node, gain 100% throwing attack damage. It's a global increase. So we could convert shield throw to fire. Increased stun chance becomes ignite chance? No. Appreciate the lurk, Merkware. Shield throw deals more fire damage. Alright. Now you get my attention. So if I got rid of these, was it 7 points, and I went down here, 4, 1, I'd have to find another point somewhere. Can't be there. This is no cooldown. This is what allows us to, yeah, minus 30% damage. That kind of sucks. What if I said resistances be damned and I threw this on? Okay. Okay, that's not terrible. Now what a minus from? Hey, what up, Marvel Man? Minused it from that. Kind of needed that +1, to be honest, to everything. Yeah, like I needed that. I'd rather remove 1 point there. I'd like to have that. This is the secret sauce of lunge. This is the secret sauce of hammers. Put that over there. Hey, YouTube viewers, yeah. I'll give you an exact YouTube viewer count. Currently got about 3 people over there right now. What's up, YouTube? Oh, Gaming Doc, I'm so sorry. I missed your thing. Are you still here? Oh, maybe I can... What's up? Yeah, I missed the Gaming Docs. Let's see. Sorry, I missed your... Sorry, I missed your question. I get the hammers to do that by taking... Making avat of the spire and Enra's technique. Yeah, Gaming Doc. If you're here, I just sent you a DM. No, it doesn't look. Oh, no. It says he's right there. My bad. Okay. Yeah, so Gaming Doc, if you are listening, or if you saw the DM I just sent you on Twitch, you take Avatar of the Spire, right? And normally when you take Avatar of the Spire, you got the iron spiral. They go around in a big loop-de-loop circle. But when you take Inras, they no longer spiral, chain, or orbit. So what do? They shoot out around you like a huge nova. All right, cool. Always learning when watching you, but thanks, Noobler. Yeah. I felt terrible. I'm like, oh my gosh. God, homie just wanted to ask a question. Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah. Sorry for missing it, man. I was like, wait, what? I got distracted. I was like looking over here, and then I saw Air Dragon say something. I'm like, oh, okay. Then I went back to play, and I just completely missed over you. Yeah. When a lot of people take the Avatar, the Spiral, they're also pairing it with Iron Spiral so you can do that big. I like that a lot, but right now I need crit chance. I need all the crit chance I can get, which is Inra's Technique, which gives you a 4%. No, you're good, man. Happens. Yeah. Yeah, so if you look over here with Inra's Technique, hammers no longer spiral, chain, or orbit. And then it shows you what you get, what you're giving up for that, right? So you no longer orbit, no longer spiral. You gain 10% hit damage. If they would have spiraled, you gain an extra 80% hit damage. If they would have chained, which we don't have a chain build, they would have done 40% critical multiplier. And then if they would have orbited, which we did take that node right there, you now gain a 4% base crit chance. And if you're going to do this, because you've taken all of this stuff for your hammers, I would highly recommend Mana Starved Forging. When you're out of mana, Hammer Throw is free. I cannot take credit for this, so I'm actually going to link you to the build. Now, this is for Paladin. I am playing Forge Guard, but I slapped together something I already knew. And I knew this because I followed this build early on in my last Epoch. Oh. Early on in my last Epoch gameplay. And it doesn't weaken the mana either. So YouTube, let me go ahead and throw this link over there for you as well. This is for Paladin, but I've kind of followed a similar approach with Forge Guard. Is Void Cleave bugged with two-handed axes? I don't know why it would be. It needs a two-handed axe or a two-handed sword. I use two-handed axes because Void Cleave just seems to operate better with two-handed axes. Did I see the squirrels bug? No. What's the squirrels bug, Merkware? The helm is bugged. It doesn't reduce damage like it's supposed to. Oh, so that's a negative bug. A lot of the bugs I've been hearing about, so they're doing effectively double damage. Oh, so that's a positive bug. Positive bug in your favor. Excuse me. Oh, that's a good shard to find. Oh, we're getting some big dips. Okay, let's fight the Three Stooges real quick. Catch you later, man. Oh, you're off to bed, tired as hell. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's take a look at something. Oh, a melee crit. That won't work. That won't work. One unspent point. Let's do it. Shield throw still 0. Was this cradle? Okay. Okay, let's try that. That also puts our poison up. And I think these are close enough. Oh, this is giving us 8% endurance as opposed to the 14. Okay, what if we took those 3 points out and we put them right here? That'd be equal to 6%. Let's try it. I'm kind of nervous about not having 100% endurance or critical strike avoidance. What weapon am I using? Oh, I'll show you in a moment. Honestly, I like this chat. This feels cool. Ho 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 ho! Thank you. Use vengeance on at least one enemy. Okay. Forge strike +3. Thanks. Hammer throw damage 122%. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's the weapon I'm using. Physical damage and critical strike chance. I don't really know if there's anything I can do with this. Yeah, I'm stuck with the melee physical strike chance. So I could roll the dice and do a rune of removal. Okay, let's roll the dice here, chat. What's gonna happen? I might brick this whole thing, trying to get rid of that melee physical damage. But I need it gone. I mean, this is a T7. Do I just risk it? Ah. This is a 50-50 chance here, chat. This is a 50-50 chance. $50-50. What are you looking to get? I want to remove melee physical damage because it does nothing for my build. Keep the critical strike multiplier. Hopefully, Glyph of Hope goes through so I don't lose any more forging potential. And then I could put crit strike chance and armor shred. Go for it. All right, Ashgore. This one goes out to you. We wouldn't have known had unless we had tried. And we turned it into a transcribers. I mean, I wasn't gonna use it with that affix on there, so we tried. I don't feel like my damage changed too much from these gloves. I don't feel like they changed much at all. Sure, I got a 100% throwing critical strike multiplier. Oh, good. Yeah, exactly. Let's go fight the Three Stooges again. I can do a stun duration. Beast King. No thanks. I'm pretty sure I already got one of these just chilling. So we're getting a 44% of our cold resistance from this. I think the main problem is our health is just super low. Okay, so yeah, we are using this for the void resistance, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to get a new ring. Was that Bambi? Or Bam 1B1? Bambi 1? Who knows? Bambi, thank you for the subscribe over on YouTube. Well, of course, it's showing me rains. Throwing. Okay. Okay, this kind of touches on a few things I need. It has the throwing attack speed, the physical damage, critical strike avoidance. It will take care of the necrotic. So if we can get that physical... Honestly, I probably need this one a little bit more. No, I don't like the... Okay, this has endurance, dodge rating. Endurance threshold. Strength. Yeah, this could have been, but it wasn't. Rinda G with the Dino Dance. Thanks. So what do we got on here? Yeah, we don't have throw and attack speed. We need void resistance. Yeah, this one got bungled. Oh, this is a T7. Oh, I'm stuck with that elemental damage over time. YOLO. Yeah. Okay, let's take another look. Because right now there's a lot of things I need. I mean, this throwing attack speed, elemental damage, and health, endurance. I'll figure out endurance. I need the critical strike avoidance, and I need throwing damage. Okay, I'll deal with the attunement. Cold resistance, yeah, sure. Okay, let's see. Can we seal that? Nope. And now we're stuck with it. I'm running out of rings. What am I doing? It's right here. New challenger approaches. Hey, there we go. Okay, and let's throw on. Oh. I am not getting very lucky here, chat. Oh my gosh, you put sunglasses on that emote. Not a lot we can do here. Poison resistance. Let's see if we can't chaos that. Physical resistance. No. Critical strike of okay. I can deal with critical strike avoidance. Okay. I might just have to count my blessings. Ah, 24. Yeah, because that puts me at 90. I needed one more tick. And then we lost the void resistance. Come on. I am burning through these rings so fast. Do I have anything with hammer throw damage on there? Or not hammer throw, but just... Okay. Because what I need is the minus throw and attack mana cost. Okay, let's see something. Okay, this costs 2. And when I stand still, it costs nothing. Because we're using this. Alright. Alright. I just had to go for it. I had to go for that. Okay, let's see if I can get lucky again. Nope. Okay. That worked. Okay, so I can hypothetically throw void resistance on here, or should I go for endurance? No. Let's do the void resistance. Okay. Okay. So the only thing left out in the cold is that. Oh, okay. All right, let's go back to town. Because we don't have the levels yet. All right. Okay, that puts me at 54% endurance threshold. My health is just absolute garbo. Okay, we've gotten all that. I'm gonna leave that be. No, I need to keep farming this to try and get the armor node. Once I get the armor node, I can then try and get the endurance node from the from the winter. Man, dude, this is a lot of optimizing before we can push. This is a lot of optimizing. What do I need shield throw? Well, I'm playing a Forge Guard, and typically in builds like this, especially this one, it's typically associated with Paladin. I was looking at so I try to incorporate something from the tree. I don't need shield throw, but right now shield throw costs 0 mana. And when I throw it, I get a global increased throw and attack damage bonus if I've used shield throw. So if I use shield throw for the next 4 seconds, I get 100% increased throw and attack damage, which would also affect hammers, because it's a global bonus. It doesn't just affect shield throw. It would also affect hammers. If I could find a better ability than shield throw, thing is, all of this is like mana dependent. I guess I could go manifest armor, but at that point it's not really a hammers build anymore. I would just have to drop hammers and then work with manifest armor. Javelin might even be a better choice because, I mean, it's a throwing ability, right? Has a chance to shred. Doesn't have a cooldown cost. If you have a spear equipped, added melee damage from the spear applies to javelin as added throwing damage at 30% of its normal value. Okay, it's good to know. But now it has a cooldown. Okay. Yeah, so essentially it gives me a 100% throw and attack damage. What I could do is I could take away this stuff right here, or at least these 2 points, maybe a couple points out of that, and put it into Fleet of Foot. When you cast shield throw, you're granted haste for a duration. Yeah, shield throw is not a final piece of the build. What was that? Unilashed D. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Yeah, so shield throw right now is just basically a buff. A self buff. Oh, they have critical strike avoidance. I'm like, I'm not critting. Tried Forge Guard, not a Big Daddy class. Disappointed you? It's yeah. I'm a bit of a paladin guy, so when I came and played Forge Guard, it was the class could be really tanky with the right nodes. Tanky as Sentinel can get, but it does love its minion setups, though, that's for sure.
Stand down or die.
I'm really missing this ring. Super missing that ring. I'm gonna go back to it for a little bit. Extra crit strike chance. You just got Cradle of the Erase? Alright. It could be a really good shield. Depends what kind of rolls you get on it. Like this one. Yeah. Is that the shield you're using? Yes, sir. Cradle the erase, and look at that. I got it. It got a 22% block chance, along with a 16% block chance, and on top of it, it got a max 13% block chance per stack of Aegis, max stack of 4, which means I'm sitting on 95% block chance. Is this really all that effective? Let's go back to this. Because yeah, that'll put me at 60% endurance. Okay. Well, let's try this. Let's try this. Okay, maybe I'm thinking about this all wrong. Okay. No. Oh, there we go. Oh, this could... Oh, I'm stuck. No. If I could edit that just a tiny smidge. Okay. I could try working with that. Okay. If I can work with that. I can't work with this. Right, this is the one that almost worked and then it petered out on me. Okay. Looks like I'm stuck with everything though on that. Okay, I got one shot. The fire damage, it's whatever. We're stuck with it. But if I can seal this affix right here, this can take care of a ton of problems for me right now. Best of luck. Oh, shit. Oh, and then it critted. Oh. Okay. Well, I got one hope here. I got one hope. Remove either the fire or the healing effectiveness. Yeah, remove the fire or the healing effectiveness. Okay. I said I had one hope. It's now a yellow, but I will take it. If I could seal that. No. Okay. Oh yeah, now my resistances have gone out the door. Not working. This is my one shot right now. Let's just... No, you know what? I can't believe I tried to spin those glyphs. Let's just do this. Yeah, what do we get? Invokers. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I'm gonna send you over to Reefer Sage. He is playing Elder Scrolls 2 right now, but he's streamed a ton of Last Epoch. He will definitely be streaming on release. Feel free to ask him some questions. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to help you guys out. If you're over here on Twitch, say hi to Reefer for me. Catch you guys later. YouTube, thank you for sticking with me today. Hope you guys like the show. We will be back again tomorrow. We'll be doing more hammers on Forge Guard. Anyway, you guys take care. I'm going to go ahead and shut things down. Peace. Which one is it? There we go.